I'm just realizing, dang, all that good stuff didn't get on the video. I don't know
Oh,
what happened.
it's all good. I wrote a couple things down, so I didn't
Okay, we can
forget.
return to it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely feeling that balance. And that was one of my questions. Like, is it okay that I want to rest as much as I want to rest? Like,
Hmm.
I don't feel like I should be doing more, but like, am I right
Hmm.
in that feeling, So that was, you saying that is very, very affirming. It already answers a question that I was wondering about.
Oh, good, good. I'm so glad. Yeah. And I'm feeling that's a yes too, of yes to more resting. Cause when you talk about the doing and when I was doing the guided meditation part, it feels that, and I don't know if this comes from family or friends from your early youth or other business people, or just the way people in business are about
Yeah.
like, let's just work harder to make it happen.
Yeah.
But to me, that feels like the weight of other people's expectations and just like charging forward, and it
Mm.
doesn't feel delightful and like a toasted coconut donut. I guess I'm gonna have to go get donuts after this because now I'm
Apparently.
just like really wanting them.
No, you're so right because it's very much so. My dad's an entrepreneur and he's been a
Mm,
workaholic my entire life and he makes
mm,
things happen by working 70, 80, 90 hours a week.
yeah.
And I'm feeling a lot of expectations and pressure on my mom too, or
Hmm.
from my mom. And so it's very much so a combination of those things, definitely feeling the weight of other people's expectations on what it should look like of what
Hmm.
I'm doing. Like,
Hmm.
like you're not working enough and that's why things aren't working the way you want them to, sort of
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and traditionally, not always, but a lot of people, there was a very common approach or perspective of you do have to work hard if you want to have
Mhm.
either a lot of money or a very comfortable life. I feel that less so now because it's easier to find the perspective or the examples of here are these people who they don't work at all, or like that's work and they're getting paid for it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you would have asked somebody 10 years ago, oh, there's people who they just record themselves putting on makeup and they get paid for that, and they're not household names, they're all of the things that people do that have just become, the online
Mhm.
industry in the last number of years, that yes, of course it does take effort, but it doesn't have to take 70 to 80 hours a week
Yeah.
worth of effort.
Yeah.
And I don't know if what you do online to some
Yeah.
degree. Okay.
Yep. Definitely.
So I know that for some of the work that I've done, I I actually do enjoy working a lot, and yet with my life right now, I only have so many hours to work. So I've really done a lot of the inner exploration of how can I come to peace? How can you come to peace with working an amount that feels good energetically, that doesn't feel like hustling and overworking,
Mhm.
and also gives you enough that you feel that you have the funds for the life that you want.
Yeah.
And some of it too with the parental influence. And I don't know what type of work you do for yourself that's either like visualizing or other things, but there's probably going to be some new visualizing to be done and new exploration of energy for,
Mm.
you know, this is the path my parents chose. This is the path that I'm choosing. They're going to
Yeah.
be very happy for what I've done. It's not going to make them feel bad that they did that and I did
Mm.
this. In fact, they're going to be even more proud of me, even more inspired. And at a soul level, they chose to be born in the time that they were born. You chose to be born in the time that you were born,
Yeah.
so everybody
Yeah.
got to make a choice. And
Yeah. Yeah.
and I
I,
love, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say I use visualization as a tool and
Oh,
I
good.
never I just recently recorded one. I record myself, like my own voice with the visualization, and then
Mm,
I like guide myself through it essentially. Um,
perfect.
and I did one that is involves my mom a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that I like the idea of like really having one dedicated to
Mm-hmm.
how that will all work out.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too. And it feels that that'll free up even more energy because it's hard enough to create a new model of work without then also being like, oh, but how do I manage these people's expectations? And
Mhm.
I got to think about that and make sure they're okay with this. And whereas to me, what you're doing feels very inviting when you're really leaning into you and how you
Mhm.
want it to be,
Yeah.
and the resting or the lounging or the
Donut eating.
yes. And let's see if there's anything else I want to say about that. And with I love too how not only are you aware of how your energy works, but it feels to me that you have an intention of, I want to maintain good health, good energy, good balance,
Mhm.
and doing that in a thoughtful way. And again, like your family of origin, they don't have those tools and that framework for the
Yeah.
framework that you're working in right now.
Yeah,
The,
absolutely.
yeah, they have probably like the success framework in other ways, or that
Mhm.
the success is a part of your identity. Like that could be
Mhm.
a good thing that they gave to you, but some of the other pieces to this framework that you're operating in, you're getting from other places.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The resting framework and the just like enjoying life is definitely not from definitely not from them. It was, I mean, my dad worked really hard to make a lot of money to have nice things, but there was definitely a huge sacrifice there that I'm not willing to sacrifice my energy and my time the way that
Yes.
he always has. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And are there people that you're actively teaching or mentoring or consulting with as a part of the work that you do who
Yeah.
are learning from you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is do you ever do almost like real time? Here's what I'm learning, and let me take you along with me on this as I'm learning
Um,
it as a part of what you do.
not you sometimes, yes, but I really make sure I learn it and fully understand it, even if I haven't totally like embodied it yet. I
Mm-hmm.
do make sure I have an understanding of it before. I'm not necessarily learning it. I guess we're learning it in two different ways. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
teaching them the, surface level as I'm learning the embodiment
Mm.
level of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, good. And I could also see there could be an opportunity. I don't know if it's with other peers in business and or people who are already learning from you to have kind of a unique container that is more like I'm learning it and you're learning it and we're all learning this, resting and enjoying life and having great successful businesses framework together, and everybody
Mhm.
knows that, like, maybe you created the structure of this container but you don't have all the answers. The group
Mm.
creates the answers together and the
Mm.
space to grow together. Oh yeah, that feels,
Interesting.
I'm
Oh,
getting
I
all the
like that.
tingles everywhere.
Yeah, I have tingles in my feet, which is a good
Yeah.
sign for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you know what this also allows for, yeah, that feels to me like it gives you more breathing room, is it, like a person who's lounging and invites their friends over. If I go to my friend's house and she's lounging on her couch, I don't expect her to get up and make things for me, or that the house is
Mhm.
perfectly swept or whatever. I accept her as she is in
Yeah.
that moment, and we're just hanging out together. And maybe her sweatshirt's dirty. Who cares? And so this container that you could create feels to me like it's like a come as you are kind of container, and this is
Mm,
what we're doing. And you're potentially getting compensated because you created it. But
yeah,
again, no one expects you to have all the answers, but everybody gets to come as they are and journey through it together.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. And
I like
I
that.
like that it gives you breathing room to, because you might seek out from those people. It might show them also that vulnerability is truly allowed,
Yeah.
even when you're you being super
Hmm.
successful doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that a lot because that's something I've struggled with is, because I haven't hit all my goals that I have,
Mm-hmm.
which it's funny because realistically, I'm always going to be working toward a new goal.
Yes.
But I still get this thought that because I haven't hit these goals, that like I can't teach people how
Mm-hmm.
to even get to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just a great way to bring people into the journey
I
and
think
to do it
so.
together. Yeah, I really like that a
Yes.
lot.
And I also think also if they know that you're in it together, if you have some messy moments, nobody's going to be like, well, now
Yeah,
we found out.
yeah,
Here's your messy moment.
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it it allows you to experiment with, how do I teach, or maybe not even teach, how do I facilitate
Hmm.
and participate at the same
Yeah,
time? And maybe this container only lasts like 4 months, or I don't know if you could take it 6 months. Maybe you could, but I feel like a little bit longer than 3 months might be nice. But it's you could do it for a short time and see, do I like it or not? And it's an
yeah,
experiment. And then if you realize, no, I really would prefer to always know what I'm doing.
yeah,
But if you're coming in messy, it allows you to experiment and make mistakes,
yeah,
and see, is this the aspect of you working with people that maybe you really enjoy, and it's less risk because they know, okay, like
yeah.
she doesn't have all the answers.
Yeah, yeah, I started designing a program that one of the things I talked about was that I've never wanted to work more, but I've never wanted to
Mm,
rest more. Like I've already
mm.
said that to my potential clients and to my community. And so that like ties in exactly to this. Like that's something I've been
Yeah.
feeling and like working through. So yeah, that is very much
Oh,
so right on,
I
right on.
love it. And
Yeah.
and here's the other thing. Are you in the coaching industry at
Yeah.
all? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who Simone Soul is? Do you follow
I
her at
do.
all?
Yes, I love
Okay.
her.
Yeah, I feel like this program, if you create it, makes me think of one of hers. I wasn't in it because it's beyond what I'm investing in things right now, but I feel like it was either 10 or 20,000, but it was just called The Mystery. And I got the
Yeah.
sense of she doesn't even know what she says is the outcome. And it
Yeah.
was all the people getting together. And as far as I know, like, people signed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and to me, it has that flavor of uh no, everybody's coming in thinking we're here for the space and what happens, but that's
Hmm.
the magic of what happens together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I started following her right after she did that because
Okay.
one of the people that joined is someone that I've connected with and we've kind of
Uh-huh.
become like Instagram friends actually.
Oh,
But she talked
cool.
about how she just sent Simone $20,000 and she has no idea what she's getting out of it, but she
Yeah.
knows it's going to be magic. And I was like, I got to follow this Simone girl.
Well,
'Cause-
and here's also what I think. I feel like you can do something like that too. Maybe not right
Awesome.
now, but I guess what I'm saying is I feel like you can evoke that kind of magic
Yeah.
as
Oh,
well.
it's crazy you
Yeah.
said magic because I thought the magic in the mess is like
Ooh, I like
is what
that.
it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels really good. And
Yeah.
it goes back to, you've probably heard this idea of like things that we're really drawn to sometimes is like the next evolution of where you're going with it.
Yeah.
And so to me, it feels that the way in which she creates things where she gives people permission to show up, and then she's sometimes also showing up like, or a lot showing up like, I don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
That I feel that you can really embody, because let's just be honest, even though I know I don't have the answers, I don't really feel like going online and being like, hey, I don't have all the answers. Like, I never even think to do that, because that just does
Yeah.
not feel comfortable to me in any way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you're going to do that, but I do feel that part of the area you're growing into is, or that part of you wants to explore, is being really comfortable with the unknown of things, spaces like
Mhm.
this, this magic in the mist that you said, that
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who, if you're going in the mist, I'll go with you, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to go in the mist alone, that type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that a lot. That totally makes sense. Totally, totally.
Yeah.
And it's something I've just been, definitely been feeling like there's got to be something here, like with all this, like,
Yes.
I know other people need this sort of encouragement and like knowing that it's okay to rest
Yes.
and like not feeling guilty or shame when they want to take time
Mhm.
off. Like, so figuring that out as a little group, as a group could be really
Mhm.
powerful. Yeah.
I think so. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. And I'm also getting this sense of it in, like, the over the course of your life, what you have a desire to create, or the legacy or the impact, it feels like it's going to be so transformative that
Mhm.
your family of origin, it might take them a while till they understand. Maybe they understand now what you do, but I feel like what you're doing is going to be so groundbreaking for what a lot of people would perceive,
Mm.
that for some of the time it's going to feel like you're just so different from them, perhaps, but also that, you know, when you are wanting to create something transformative, you need that time to rest, because transformation, it takes time, it takes
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
And in resting, and the natural world does this too, it's like, it might look like nothing's happening, but below the surface in rest,
Yeah.
all of these things are happening.
Yeah.
And if you give yourself more work or more of other people's expectations, there's no room for the magic to grow and develop.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've definitely, in different conversations I've had with my parents, they don't understand at all. And,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me sometimes feel like, am I doing something wrong here? Like, should I be, you know, doing something more normal, or should I, just whatever, like just settle
Mm-hmm.
for whatever. And that's really hard because, I've always wanted my parents' approval. I think it's a
Right.
natural thing for most people.
Yeah.
And that's definitely been something like it's something it's been on my mind a lot over the last week. Like, am I heading in the right direction? Like, am I doing the right things? Like, do I need to like do I need to do something else
Mm-hmm.
or what, like, so just knowing. And I've like in my heart I've felt like it's going to be a transformational big thing, but I don't have any outside evidence or proof of
Right.
that. And so
Yes. Till
sometimes it's
now.
hard. Yeah, until now. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep that hope, and
Yes.
that commitment. So this is, yeah, that was very encouraging.
Oh, good, good, good. That makes me so glad. And I'm getting this sense of, let's say, when you have conversations with your parents, one way you might want to think of it is, I'm getting this sense of like a 3-year check-in. So let's say I don't know how often you talk to them about your business, but let's say
Mhm.
next time you talk to them, say, look, I'm paving new ground here. Let I want you to just support me in your heart, and in 3 years we can talk about what you think about what it looks like,
Okay.
but I just need like your heart support for the
Mhm.
next little while, because what I'm doing, you're not going to be able, I mean, I don't know if you want to tell them you won't get it for 3 years, but I really feel that it's one of those, for them to understand what you're doing and keep up, there might, for a little while, there's going to be like a 3-year lag of like, in 3 years from now, they're going to be like, oh, I get what coaching is now.
Okay.
Or like, I get what
Yeah.
online business is now.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, I'm kind of like way past, you're just now
You
understanding like
understand.
what I already did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's
and
good to know too, because
oh, go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say that's good to know too, because I've wondered like when am I gonna be able to look back and tell them, see, it worked.
Yes,
Like,
yes. I get a sense of 3 years from now, they're going to have what feels to me like understanding of what you're doing now. Like
okay.
that's how,
Yeah. They're gonna be
uh,
3 years behind.
yeah. And not anything about them. It's just they came from a different worldview, and
Yeah.
you're doing so much and so differently from what it looks like, that
Yeah.
that's how long it's going to take them to be able to be like, oh yeah, and this is what my daughter does, and I can explain it to the neighbor,
Yeah.
even though they're 3 years behind what you're
Yeah.
actually doing.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I think that it also feels like they have the capacity to, it's almost like if you don't go to them needing their immediate validation, I feel like they can love you and trust if you're like, we'll talk about it in 3 years, like your nitty gritty evaluate. You can get an
Yeah.
annual report 3 years from now, but as
Hmm.
for right now, I just need your love and
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's good.
And it also, it gives you the space to, because business has ups and downs, so it's like
Hmm.
in a downtime you don't want to be like, oh gosh, maybe they were right, maybe I should just go, work at the local whatever.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what they've said. They're like, if you don't really get to where you want to get, like maybe you just need to get a job. And I'm like, is that the answer? Like, do I just need to get a job to just make the money I want to make right now and then let it figure itself out on its own? Or do I just need to stay committed and like,
hmm
like that back and forth, their
hmm
expectations like definitely get in my head a lot and
hmm
it's confusing.
yes, it is. So, and one of the other thoughts I was having is, I know that you have some peers that you connect with, or maybe people you follow who you admire, but you may want to create, what am I getting a sense of? Almost like a small, like round table ring of people that you picture. These are the people whose advice I could seek if I
Mm,
wanted.
okay.
But because here's the thing, if you're doing transformative paradigm shifting stuff that your parents are 3 years behind, they can't advise you on any of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the only people who can advise you are either people who are equally as paradigm shifting as advanced as you, or there's no one. Like there might be no one who can truly
Yeah.
advise you
Yeah.
in a whole, they might have pieces, but, and I'm not saying that to make you feel alone. I don't think it does, but it's more like, if you're going where you want to go, what to me feels like where you want to reach, there are going to be very few people who can accurately give you like point by point, here's the whole business plan. They can
Yeah.
give you
Yeah.
aspects, but no one, I think you're the only one, and however you tune into guides,
Mhm.
information, whatever, who can get that information, because you really want to be moving into uncharted territory.
Yeah.
So other explorers can relate, but they're
Yeah.
exploring differently than you.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's something I've definitely felt like there's, that it's new and it's unique and there are people that have done similar things, but yeah, definitely felt just out of the box, very out of the box.
Yes, yes, yeah. And I love that you're doing this and being, I kind of want to say courage, but I also feel like it almost feels like this is who you are
Hmm.
beyond it. and that's why the efforting or the letting other people's expectations push you forward, it feels like you developing this is going to be very intrinsic to who you are, not driven by outside forces, driven by inner like desire, curiosity, guidance,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And one of the things, I don't know how much time we have, but one of the
A few
things,
more minutes.
okay, one of the things I was curious about, I've learned a little bit about tuning into my guides. I've like met two of my guides,
Ooh, nice.
really learned how to listen to my body.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel, you know, I have a few loved ones that have passed, so I definitely feel their support and their encouragement. But one of the things I've kind of, I don't want to say struggled with, but just been curious about is like how to connect with them more. And am I really like when I feel like I'm getting their guidance, like is that their guidance or is that my own mind making up stories? Like, you know, just I haven't felt like I haven't been super confident or clear in my
Right.
connection with them. Does that make
it
sense?
does. It makes a lot of sense. So, and I'm just closing my eyes for a minute to think of how I can
Yeah, no worries.
give you a good answer in a short period of time. So, a few things. One, you can set an intention or ask when I'm communicating with you, whoever, Grandma Josephine or Rosine or whatever her name is, or whoever's passed on, you can say, I want you to send me a clear sign so that I know we're communicating.
Okay.
And there are many ways that you can communicate with departed loved ones. Like I'll link a few of the videos here that I'll share with you as well. But the radio. So like you can, and whether it's the actual radio or Spotify or Pandora or whatever, like you can say, I want within the next 3 songs to hear a song that I can tell you sent me this song.
Okay.
Or, you know, I'm going to open up a book at random and I want to know what you have to tell me today. Or, you know, if there's something like, you know, blue pansies that so-and-so loved that flower, you know, blue irises, you're going to say, show me some blue irises in the next day. So you can ask clearly and have the intention and belief, like, I want to know that this is clear and I want to see the sign.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, then is there does, I believe, need to be a certain amount of when you receive a sign being like, oh yeah, that's it for sure. And letting the doubt or questioning, like putting that to the side. Because in any instance with connecting with departed loved ones or your guides or any of them, when you bring in a questioning, am I making this up? I'm so excited to tell you about the upcoming book, Talk to the Trees, written by myself, Rachel Strivelli. Talk to the Trees is a short book about learning from the wisdom of these elder beings. What can we gain from them in terms of resilience, how to get through hard times, how to approach the times that we're in? What do trees know about love, family, connection, and dealing with hardships of life? You can buy it at the places linked below. I would love it if you check it out, share it with a friend, buy it for a friend, and spread the word. Is this really real? To me, it almost feels like you're putting in interference for receiving the information.
Yeah. And that's definitely something I do when I don't get the sign that I think I want. Then I'm like, was I not clear enough? Did I miss something? Are they telling me something that I don't want to hear? But like definitely doubting, like, Grandma, are you sure that's what you meant?
Yeah. And also here's the other thing you may want to play around with and see what is the best way for you to receive things. So like I was just talking about the radio or the books. For me, those are ways that are like super easy to, before I was a psychic working in the way that I am, that was just how it happened in my daily life all the time. And now I work with things a little bit differently, but I leaned into like, here's the path that works best for me of receiving this information. So you may also find if there's a certain smell or a certain sound or a certain way that like being with your grandmother made you feel. It doesn't always have to be like a word or a visual, because a lot of people, that's not how they receive it. And you may even, that could be a part of the conversation too. Like, okay, guides, or okay, grandma, like how do we communicate? Are you going to communicate? If you love cooking, like, Are you gonna, if I'm making your special recipe, am I getting
Yeah.
insight when I'm making the recipe and that's you talking to me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah.
exploring it in that way, I think would be fun and similar to a little bit the theme we've been working with today. I feel like it's like the magic in the mist. When you're first in the misty forest, it just everything is ambiguous. But if you
Yeah.
know that forest, or the more you do
Yeah.
it, the more you start to be like, well, that's the pine tree and that's the road. And
Yeah.
so the more you do it and the more you have that fluency and comfort, the more it'll all start to be more familiar to you, and you'll feel like you understand it better and kind of just connect in more easily too.
Yeah. Yeah. That totally, all that makes sense. Very encouraging. And
Oh,
I
good.
can use that. I've, wondered like, should I be super clear or is that like testing them or, like, so it's
Mm.
good to know that that's something that I should do.
Hmm. Yeah, I
That'd be
think it's
helpful.
great to
Yeah.
say, be more clear, give me more information or whatever, because
Yeah.
maybe 6 months from now, you won't need it to be a certain way. But
Hmm.
it's like training wheels, like sometimes to feel comfortable enough and confident enough, we need structures or that reassurance to feel good about it. And but then when you've been doing it for a while, you're like, okay, I don't need as strong of a sign, or
Yeah.
you don't have to say, well, give me the sign in this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally makes sense.
Oh, good. Well, for the viewers, especially since I wasn't recording at the beginning of this, can you reflect about, was this effective or helpful for you, or do you feel that you have a takeaway from our time together that is beneficial for your life?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. At the very beginning before before we hit record, you were talking about all the effort that I'm putting in and all the expectations that I'm holding from other people, and that's definitely something that I've been struggling with. And I don't remember if we talked if the donut
Yeah.
was on the
I don't
recording
think
or
it was
not.
recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, but so you talked about like you saw me lounging on a chaise lounge, eating donuts, and very much wanting that lounging and rest. And so that reflection of definitely feeling both of those things. Like, I know that there's in my work, I know that there's a lot I can do and I want to do, but a lot of that comes from the expectations of other people. And really, I also want to rest like a lot. And, like acknowledging that and affirming that and also giving me the permission to rest as much as I need to, and that people are going to want to be a part, if again, I can't remember if this was on the recording or not, but you said, if a friend called me over or if a friend called me and said, hey, do you want to come over and work? Or, hey, do you want to come over and eat a donut? Like you're going to say, I want to come over and eat a donut. so, so that's such a great analogy too, for me. And really just, it's things I've been thinking about and messing with and feeling like I want to do, really put an emphasis on the resting while achieving our goals. So having the clarity around that, and kind of even having a structure for this new group program is like huge takeaways
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So
Oh,
I love all of
good.
it.
I love it. I love it. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm excited too. The other thing I hadn't even thought till just now, but when you create this container too, even you're creating it, but it might give other people opportunities to explore their own leadership. Because maybe one
Yeah.
day somebody's like, I'm going to lead the session because this is
Yeah.
what I figured out this week or this month. And so then it's like you're cultivating leadership and other people
Yeah.
growing and using their voice in a new way. And whew, oh yeah, now I'm glad I'm saying this because I'm getting all the tingles from head to toe. I was just talking about this recently with some people that I know of. The best leaders have a capacity to let other people expand into their full leadership. And
Mm-hmm.
even though there are a lot of people who say they want to help people grow, and they do, I've also encountered, as have many people that I know, where it's like there can be a feeling of, well, I can't teach too much or help them too much, or they'll get bigger than me and more
Mm-hmm.
successful, and then I can't be whatever. And
Yeah.
one of the things I feel is you have a capacity and a willingness to let others grow to as
Yeah.
much, like you can let leaders grow and you're not going to be afraid, like they're going to outshine me now.
Yeah.
You have the ability to be around and support people so that we can't only grow enough that you're comfortable
Yeah.
with people really growing.
Yeah, absolutely. I already have a couple clients that have grown past me, but they still
Yeah.
come to me for guidance and for,
Yes.
assistance and, all of that. But they
Yes.
are, as far as, the reach they have and the people they're working with and the money they're making, they are beyond me.
Yeah.
And I actually had someone suggest to me that I should do like graphic design work because I'm really good at
Mm.
doing. And
Mm-hmm.
I told them, I said, no, I don't want to do that side of a business for someone. I want to empower someone else to learn how to do it themselves,
Yeah.
to take their own thing and like you're saying, cultivate leadership. Like that's definitely
Yes.
my goal. I don't want to do something for someone. I want to empower
Mm-hmm.
them to do it themselves. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's awesome. And we definitely need that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, well, this has been so delightful. Our
Yeah.
own little lounging virtual donut party.
I love it. I love it. Next time we'll bring donuts.
Yes. All
Uh,
right. Well, Hannah, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll be sending you this recording, and feel free to reach out if you want a session in the
yeah.
future. I'd love to stay connected and all of that good stuff. So,
Of course. Awesome. Well, thank you, Rachel. I really appreciate your time today.
oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm just so excited for all you're doing. And I'll be able to one day to be like, I knew her when she wasn't as big of a deal as she is now.
You're like, I helped her keep pushing
Yep.
through.
Hey, I am here to tell you about my free manifesting short course that you can download below. It's 5 days of doodling and manifesting, getting you to look at manifesting in a fresh new way and getting that creative muscle working so you can start making new connections and seeing new things that you have never seen before. Go ahead and download that free course below.